state legislature couldn't arrange it, but tonight it becomes reality. The University of Arkansas Razorbacks host the Indians of Arkansas State University in the first round of the National Invitation Tournament. For years, Arkansas State fans have wanted this game. University of Arkansas officials have said it was contrary to policy, but tonight it happens. The rivalry is born. This is sports history, live from Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas. It's the great Arkansas Shootout. Hello, everybody, live from courtside where they're hanging from the rafters and the noise has just begun. I'm Dave Woodman.
And I'm Steve Sullivan, and the atmosphere is just unbelievable. I've got goosebumps running up my arms right now.
Steve, it's going to be just like this until this thing is decided and we find out who moves on to round 2 of the National Invitation Tournament. Let's talk a little basketball. The Razorbacks under second-year coach Nolan Richardson want to run in this basketball game. They're missing the big man underneath, Andrew Lang. He'll be replaced by Stephon Moore, who surely will get a test early in the game. Ron Hury also doubtful because of a bronchitis condition. This perhaps will even things up a little bit on the bench.
Oh, the key for Arkansas State is tempo, keep it slow, and don't get in foul trouble. You mentioned the bench. Nelson Catalina dresses out 10. He'd like to play around 7.
Nelson Catalina in his 3rd year as head coach at Arkansas State University, a program that won over 20 games, 21 to be exact, for the first time ever this season. It's exciting. Hang on to your seats. Fasten those seat belts. We're going to have basketball action. Arkansas and Arkansas State from Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville. Steve, it's the game everybody has talked about since this past Monday when we learned that the pairings had been made in the National Invitation Tournament and Arkansas and Arkansas State would meet here at Fayetteville tonight.
First time, 3rd time ever, first time since 1948. And if this is any indication of what it would be like every time they met, I'm all for playing every year.
Barnhill Arena holds 9,000 fans. 1,700 tickets went over to Jonesboro to Arkansas State fans. They gobbled them up in a hurry, and they are here in mass tonight, and they're making a lot of noise.
Yeah, that was a question. Out of 9,000 some odd seats, how much noise could 1,700 make? And it was obvious early on, about an hour before tip-off, that the ASU fans came, and they came to yell.
Absolutely. The starting lineups now are being introduced by public address announcer John George. Let's pick up the introduction of the Arkansas State team.
At forward, a 6'6 junior, number 30, Alan Smith. At forward, a 6'6 senior, number 40, Reggie Gordon. At center, a 6'7 sophomore, number 42, John Tate. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 10, Steve Whitehour. And at guard, a 6'2 sophomore, number 24, Carl Archer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Arkansas Razorbacks. At forward, a 6'9 freshman from Kansas City, Kansas, number 55, Mario Brennan. At forward, a 6'4 senior from Brooklyn, New York, number 30, Mike Redlin. At center, a 6'8 junior from Cushing, Oklahoma, number 33, Stephon Moore. At guard, a 6'2 junior from Little Rock, Arkansas, number 11, Allie Freeman. And at guard, a 6'6 freshman from North Little Rock, number 21, Philip McKellar. And coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks is Nolan Richardson.
Those will be your starting lineups for tonight again for ASU. Wiedewer and Archer at the guards. Reggie Gordon at center. Smith and Tate at the forwards. For Arkansas, Ellie Freeman, Philip McKellar at the guards. Mike Ratliff and Mario Credit at the forwards. Stephon Moore at center. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back for the tip-off as action begins at Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville. Arkansas State fans chanting the war chant. 8,300 Arkansas fans trying to drown them out, and we're ready to play basketball. Steve, the matchups don't mean too much in this ball game tonight. Steve Weeder, of course, we want to watch. He's the three-point wizard for Arkansas State University.
Weeder, incredible this year, 50% from three-point line. Before we get cranked up, congratulations to Arkansas's other NIT team, Mike Newell's UALR Trojans. Thriller last night over Baylor, and it's got everybody even more pumped for this contest.
Absolutely. Boy, what a year this is, or what a climax to a year this has been. It'll be John Tate stepping into the center circle with Stephon Moore, and we are underway as Rich Eichhorst from the Big 8 Conference puts the ball in the air. The tip is controlled by the Indians, and Steve Weeder comes up with it. He'll very quickly get it to Carl Archer, who will set the play. He's the point guard. We see the matchups as McKellar picks him up, gets a screen. That's Reggie Gordon, number 40. Back into the corner they go with it. That's Carl Archer who comes back out with it. Smith now looks inside. They go inside. The steal by Mario Credit. Credit dishes it off. Too far underneath goes McKellar. Misses the shot. Credit rebound. Scores.
Oh, Mario Credit on both ends of the floor with the steal, and then on the other end with the bucket. And Arkansas State has got to be worried a little early here.
This is another thing they're worried about is the press, but quickly Arkansas falls back, and it's McKellar on Archer now. There's the matchup in the backcourt. Whitaker comes out to help out. Freeman is on him. Gordon, free throw line. No. Tipped back out. Gordon again. Inside. Tate. Pumps. Won't go, but a foul is going to be called on the inside. It's going to go against Philip McKellar.
Dave, right there, an example of how effective John Tate uses his height. He's only 6'7". He's in the land of the Giants. He uses the pump fake to perfection. He kept the ball alive on the rebound, then pumped once, and all the Razorbacks were in the air. And with Andrew Lang doubtful tonight, the big men can ill afford to get in trouble.
He drew the foul on the rebound. I said McKellar, the foul was against Mario Credit, his first and the first team foul. Tate on the line for two, and he sinks the first one.
John Tate to the line this year 145 times, so he's no stranger at the free throw line.
66% free throw shooter is John Tate. He won't be rushed into this one. Nice arch. Comes off no good. Rebound. Comes off to Michael Ratliff, a surprise starter. This is McKellar. Weeder picking him up. Both teams got to start to save man, but ASU in a 2-3 zone right now. McKellar can't penetrate it. Ratliff will come right around the free throw circle. Freeman looks. Won't uncork the three-pointer, but McKellar might, but he doesn't as Weeder comes out to pick him up. Freeman looks to penetrate that zone. They packed that zone in tight against the Arkansas big men. You could expect that. McKellar for three. Short. McKellar gets his own rebound. McKellar again, no. Rebound to Tate.
Big rebound by John Tate. And that's something Arkansas State does a good job of blocking out. Arkansas got the second opportunity, but Big John was there to clear the boards.
Archer will trigger the play. Alan Smith now. Ratliff is on him. Arkansas in the man. They'll stay there. Ball kicked away again. This time by Stephon Moore, but it picked up by Tate as it's loose. ASU will very wisely set it up again. 2-1 ball game. Three-pointer, no! Arkansas picks off the rebound as Stephon Moore comes out with it. Ratliff wants to run. Now goes to McKellar. McKellar back out to Ratliff. 2-1, Arkansas leads. Slow start, 17:40 left in the first half of the ball game. Both teams appear a little tight, Steve, which we might expect.
The tempo of the early going, you think, has to favor Arkansas. It's been a little up and down, although the score is only 2-1.
Here's McKellar outside three-point range. Doesn't want it. Moore comes outside now. Here's Ratliff. Looks inside. Wants to go to Credit. Can't do it. McKellar for three. No. Tips down. Won't go. Widower with the rebound. Now they want to run. Archer goes into the right corner. He'll dip it back out. Looked inside. Baseline. And the crowd wanted travel, but no walk call. Widower with the ball. Now left side to Smith. Reggie Gordon again. Credit guarding him. Goes into the paint. Tate gives up the shot, now takes it and hits it.
Oh, John Tate, 7th in the country in field goal percentage at 63%. He doesn't take a shot that he can't make.
ASU takes the lead. John Tate has all 3 points. 3-2. Arkansas State early going. First half at a sold-out, packed-out, excited Barnhill Arena. Inside to Credit, and Gordon got him on the arm.
Early on, on, Dave, we talked about three-pointers early in the game. If anyone got off to a hot start, Weedor 0 for 1. But on the Arkansas side, which is even more important, Philip McKellar, 44% on the season, is off for an 0 for 2 start. And that's going to hurt him a little confidence-wise since he had an off game against Texas Tech.
Doesn't usually trigger those three-pointers this early in the game. He's testing himself. Freeman gets the ball inside to Credit as they come inbounds with it. And McKellar will set up the play. Freeman left wing, guarded by Weedor. A-State now has gone to a man off the inbounds play. Ratliff. McKellar looks from 3, won't go. There's Stephen Moore in the paint. No, tipped once by McKellar. No, I'd rather by Moore. McKellar has it off the hands of Mario Credit. Now, Stephen Moore loses it. Here's the 2-on-1 fast break inside. No good, but a goaltending is going to be called as McKellar hit the glass as he went in behind it.
And who says the Indians won't run?
They do run, and Weidauer on the back end of the break gets the basket on the goaltending call.
Here we go. What got it started? Stephen Moore, the book on Stephen Moore is he's got a heart of gold and hands of stone. That turnover right there as ASU turns into a press now.
Stephen Moore guilty of the goaltend call, as you clearly saw on the replay. Here's the steal by Weidauer. Archer comes up with it. Down the floor, and another 2 by Alan Smith, who got loose. And another break off the steal, and ASU is off to a 7-2 lead. Arkansas does not call timeout.
It's the smallest guy on the floor. Weidauer on defense right now.
Doing the damage. 7-2, the ball tipped out of bounds. And a foul is going to be called on Alan Smith.
Everybody was worried about Arkansas out-quicking ASU, and at this point, Steve Weidauer has shown some of the quickest hands on the court.
Weidauer, known as a shooter, also plays some defense, Steve. Good defensive ball player. We're certainly seeing that, although the book doesn't have that on him tonight. And here we've got a timeout on the floor. 15:35 left. First half of an exciting start here, and Arkansas State off to a 7-2 lead. Mario Credit's basket, the only field goal of the game for Arkansas. They're 1 of 6. A-State 3 of 5. 3 rebounds apiece in the early going of the game, and Arkansas State off to a 7-2 lead.
This is a real confidence builder coming over from Jonesboro. A lot of folks, especially here in Fayetteville, were thinking blowout early, but nothing to support that thought right now.
Arkansas puts the ball inbound. This is Michael Ratliff. McKellar, who's missed 2 3-point attempts, may have his confidence sagging just a little bit. Moore handles the ball back to Freeman. Here's Ratliff, drives to the baseline. Fadeaway jumper by the Rat. Bounces once, comes off to John Tate. Razorbacks 1 for 7 in the field goal department in the early going.
John Tate really asserting themselves on the defensive board right now, doing a heck of a job.
McKellar picks up Archer as they come into front court with it. Tate comes out to the high post now. Works the play off to Archer. Archer tries to penetrate. Weidauer. Alan Smith. Archer again, trying to look inside, waiting for Tate to make his move. Tate double team down low. Baseline shot by Smith, misses everything. Allie Freeman comes down with the ball for Arkansas. The inevitable chant air ball from the Razorback fans here at Barnhill Arena. Arkansas State leads by 5. Arkansas looking to cut it. It'll be McKellar for 2. No. Rebound again to Arkansas State.
One try. That's going to hurt Arkansas. One shot. Philip McKellar has hit his hands on the floor. He's obviously disgusted because he's had shots Philip McKellar can hit.
Well, especially that one. He missed the 2 3-pointers, but that was certainly a McKellar shot. Uncontested virtually, and A-State has a chance to pick up a 7-point lead. 14 minutes left in the first half. Tate playing outside on the high post. They drop it down inside. Turnaround by Gordon, too high off the glass. And again, Freeman gets the rebound. They want to run it with Credit. We got a foul. Let's not be if it's on Alley coming down court. It is.
Alan Smith, who threw up the air ball a few seconds ago, is Arkansas State's defensive ace. He's not in the ball game to shoot the ball. And here's the replay right here. Alan Smith is a defensive player, and look at the position right there.
Heads-up basketball by Alan Smith. The break didn't materialize for Arkansas because of the offensive foul in the Arkansas backcourt. A-State again with a chance to build the lead to 7. Reggie Gordon lobs the ball inside, too tall for John Tate. Out of bounds off Tate's hands, and the Razorbacks get another chance. Working those plays on the baseline.
Reggie Gordon, 96 assists. He's second on the team, and that's really uncharacteristic of him to throw the ball away.
So the Razorback fans are clamoring for a bucket here. Arkansas with only one in the first 6 minutes and 26 seconds of the first half. Freeman, he'll drop it off inside to Stephen Moore for the shot, and he's fouled. The basket will count, and Stephen gets the second basket of the night for Arkansas. His first, 2 for Steph. Let's watch it again. Here's the penetration, and watch the pass by Freeman. Alley looks like he's going to take the shot. Stephen's there. The foul goes against Alan Smith. That's his second personal, and it is the third team foul against Arkansas State, and Stephen Moore will have the chance for the three-point play.
Stephen Moore tries so hard and plays so aggressive. Any points Nolan Richardson gets from Stephen Moore is a bonus.
That's absolutely. 7-4. Arkansas State leads. Moore is an opportunity to cut it to 2 with a three-point play. No. Gordon pulls down the board. Mario Credit trails the rest of the Razorback defense, getting down the floor. Defense shuts them off inside. 3 for Wheeler, and it goes, and he's also fouled by Freeman.
You can't leave Steve Wheeler open from that range. He was wide open, nailed the three-pointer, and he's hit, as we said, 50% on the year. Now, the thing about Steve Wheeler is a lot of people, as we look on the replay right here and see if Allie Freeman did indeed get him, and yes, he did on the follow-through, as Wheeler only takes an average of 4 a game, so he waits for the opening.
Wheeler with a chance for a 4-point play as he hit the three-pointer. He's hit his last 13 free throws in a row. Let's see if that string continues. No.
We jinxed him.
Mario Credit brings the rebound down. 10-4. Arkansas State by 6. Freeman gets loose from his man. 2-point try by McKellar is no good, and McKellar 0 for 5 from the field so far in the first half. Here's Archer, looks at the shot, doesn't take it. Now he will. This is from 3. No, air ball, and Freeman comes down with it.
That's Steve Wheeler's shot, not Carl Archer.
Absolutely. Carl Archer is the point guard. He's not the three-point shooter. Ron Hury getting ready to check in for Arkansas, and an offensive foul, player control foul, will be called on Philip McKellar. McKellar charged with his first foul. It's a player control foul, and the ball will turn over to Arkansas State.
You got a feel for Philip McKellar. He's playing against Arkansas State, a team that heavily recruited him. He's coming out of the ball game now for Ron Ury, and Nolan Richardson really has got to be frustrated at this point.
Nolan speaking to one of the officials. These are Big 8 officials. 2 of whom were in Little Rock for the UAR Baylor game last night. Rich Eichhorst and Jerry Harris. They're joined by Jerry Siebert, all out of the Big 8. 10-4, the lead for Arkansas State. Ron Hury in the ball game, and he is assigned. Here's another three-pointer by Wheeler. This one's no good, and Hury comes down with a rebound. Hury penetrates inside. Allie Freeman misses the layup. Tip up, no good. A-State with the rebound. It's John Tate as he falls over Freeman. Whistle finally is out of bounds as they tried to save the ball over across the way. Archer went for the save. Wheeler went for the save. Couldn't come up with it. A lot of action underneath. But Allie Freeman will come out of the ball game, and Keith Wilson will replace him. Allie missed the layup.
Ron Ury making his impact felt right away. Drove, penetrated, got to the free throw line, and fed Allie Freeman for really a cripple. And Allie had hit that shot 9 out of 10 times.
Just don't think he was ready for it. He didn't expect it. You got to always be ready, especially with a passer like Ron Hury. Arkansas with a reprieve at the 12-10 mark of the first half. And the clock is not moving. It's stuck on 12 minutes and 10 seconds. The clock is not running. Now it starts at the 12-9. They missed at least 15 seconds. It did not start on the inbound play.
I don't think any Razorback fans will be yelling at this point.
Nobody noticed down here, apparently. Keith Wilson's in the game. There's the ball slapped away by Wheeler, taken away from Credit. And Carl Archer comes up with it, and the Indians have a chance to stretch their lead. They lead by 6 with 11:40 to go in the first half.
Nolan Richardson felt Mario Credit was hammered. Have to see a replay. He got a pretty good shot. I don't know if Gordon got all ball.
He's really working the official. ASU working the basketball. They're not concerned about that. They have a 10-4 lead. Inside, there's the layup.
Reggie Gordon, 96 assists. He makes up for his lack of height with doing other things.
Great assist by Gordon. Good basket by Carl Archer, and it's 12-4. Indians lead by 8. 11:15 to go, first half of the ball game. Fury looks, doesn't take it. Ratliff also looks from the 3, doesn't take it. Wilson, Fury again. He throws some fakes, penetrates, gets it down underneath. Credit shot, no good. Rebound attempt for a stop by Stephen Moore, but a foul's called underneath. Basket no good, and a foul is going to be called on India.
Keith Wilson, cat quick guard for Fort Smith Northside High School. Beautiful pass to Mario Credit. Mr. Smooth goes to the bucket. He was definitely hammered right there.
Key foul. It's against Alan Smith, and that is his 3rd. ASU not a deep team. But we're going to see Brad Goshen, the senior from Bryant, check into the ball game to replace Alan Smith, who leads the game with 3 personal fouls, and Credit will be on the line for 2 shots.
And that's big. Smith with 3 fouls. He was the man they counted to stop Ron Urey.
He used all of the bucket on that one, didn't he? Credit makes the first one. Touched every inch of the inside of the rim before it went down. And he makes it both at 12-6. And we have a timeout. Arkansas trying to come back against the game Arkansas State team that has rushed out to a lead with 11 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first half here at Fayetteville. Arkansas State by 6. 12-6 over the Razorbacks. 2 for 11 from the field for Arkansas, Steve. 182 they're shooting right now. A-State 5 of 11 for 45-5. Respectable shooting by the Indians. Rebounds are 9 for Arkansas, 8 for ASU. 12-6 is the score. That's the telling statistic, and ASU leads it right now.
If we look at the Arkansas shooting 2 for 11, if I were Nolan Richardson, I'd be worried if they were bad shots, but the Razorbacks are getting great shots.
They've got to start going down for him is what he's got to be thinking at this time. And the Razorbacks are going to press. Gordon will work it inbounds. And the ball is stolen by Hurley. Ratliff drives. Ratliff won't take the shot. And they'll play it in again. They'll work the play. Crowd likes that. Here's Urey. 34 seconds left on the shot clock. Not a factor. ASU back in the zone. Go inside. And Credit gets hammered on the inside this time. Let's see who it's going to go against. It's going to go against Reggie Gordon.
As we look at the replay, Mario Credit gets into that position. He is going to be hard to stop. He's just got so many offensive skills for a freshman, and the Razorbacks are making the right move by getting it inside to Mario.
6'9", 230-pounder. He's out of Kansas City, Kansas. He's on the line for 2. He made his first 2 tonight. And he gets his 3rd one. Credit leading the Razorback scorers at this point with 5, and the second one won't go for him. 12-7. Indians up by 5 points with 10:40 to go. First half of the ball game. Watch him work it around against the Arkansas zone right now. Razorbacks want it off into a zone. 2-1-2 zone for Arkansas. John Tate. This is Goshen. He has yet to put up one. The newcomer in the lineup for the Indians. Wiederer inside. Goshen all alone. Goes up for the shot. He's fouled by Urey.
What passing?
What passing is right.
They were thinking before every pass, they swung it to one side, back the other, and Brad Goshen, his nickname, Bryant fans know him as Air. As we look at Weedor with a beautiful pass to Goshen, he's up for 2. That is Nelson Catalina basketball. Use your head and get the ball around for the easy shot.
So the Indians now back to a 7-point lead. Goshen, by completing the 3-point play, would give them an 8-point lead, the biggest of the ball game. Misses it, but A-State comes down with it. Gordon double pumps, goes up. Tate follows, no good. Finally pulled down by Mario Credit. And Arkansas got a break there.
Could have been a 9-point ball game. 2 opportunities. Razorbacks need to fire back.
Lady luck for the Hogs on that one. The missed free throw, the 2 missed follow-ups, and it's 14-7 still inside the 10-minute mark of the first half. Long pass inside the Credit, turnaround. Yes!
That's 2 in the bank.
14-9 now, the Razorbacks will press. Wiederer breaks the press. Tipped out of bounds by Ron Urey. Ball still belongs to the Indians. They'll play it right in front of our broadcast position as Wiederer steps out of bounds to put the ball in play.
Dave, we mentioned point scoring, that Arkansas State would like to keep it low. 14-9 halfway through the first half. If we hit 60 tonight, we'll be lucky.
Goshen is way loose. He drives the baseline. No foul called against Pruitt as there's a little bit of contact. Goshen wisely puts it back outside. Here's Goshen. Tipped by Wheeler.
The smallest guy on the floor. Position. Left him wide open. Just a left-handed tip. He knew he had to get rid of it quickly.
Poetry in motion is Steve Wheeler from Greenbrier, Arkansas tonight. 9:10 left in the first half. 16-9. A-State again by 7 points. Razorbacks a little frustrated. State back in their zone, packing that zone in against Stephen Moore on the onside. Now they move it to the offside. Ratliff will take a little jumper off the front of the rim. No good, and retrieved by Ratliff. They come back deep with it to Urey. Tate comes out on Ratliff. Nice move by Wilson. Inside, turnaround by Stephan. No good. Tipped up, no good. Tate comes down with a rebound for Arkansas State.
John Tate, some say, has a score to settle tonight. Recruited heavily by several schools. One was not Arkansas.
Not Arkansas. Out of Pine Bluff, Watson Chapel. Tim Scott getting ready to come into the ball game for the Razorbacks. This is Brad Goshen. Gordon, they're in no hurry. They lead 16-9. Still 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Archer almost loses it, controls it. Goshen now on the backcourt. In no hurry. Very patient Arkansas State team. Inside they go with it. Here's Tate. Pumps. Fall away jumper. Good. John Tate with 5 points, and A-State leads it by 9. 18-9. Arkansas with a fast break, and the foul is going to be called underneath. Tried to get Keith Wilson loose on the break. Wilson missed the bucket, but he was fouled. And the foul will go against Carl Archer. It'll be his first personal, and for Arkansas State, their 6th team foul.
Keith Wilson just changes the tempo. As soon as that ball was in the bucket, it must have been 4 seconds later, Wilson was down the other end.
Tim Scott now checks in along with Sean Baker for Arkansas. Stephen Moore will get a rest. And Keith Wilson will be on the line. Wilson just checked into the lineup. Chance for 2. Nope, he's a 51% free throw shooter. Missed the first of 2. By all rights, by percentages, he should make this one.
That stuns that percentage people over in Northwest Arkansas who saw him.
Missed them both, and Goshen brought down the rebound.
He was a tremendous shooter at Fort Smith Northside, but a 2-year layoff, and that shooting touch is just eroded.
Took its toll. Had to wait 2 years to get eligible. A-State with a 9-point advantage, 18-9, looking for more. Business-like basketball team at work in the black. Nice pass. Goshen on the baseline, spin, and he is hit as he goes up for the shot. The foul is going to be called on Mario Prentice.
And Nolan Richardson doesn't like it one bit. Let's look on the replay. Nolan felt it was all ball. Let's take one more look. Goshen goes up, and it's tough to see.
Body.
Goshen holds the ball. A tough shot to block. He brings it in back of his head.
Got him with the body. That's the way it looked from here. As the foul goes against Mario, it's his first personal. Goshen on the line for 2, and he buckets the first one.
You don't want to put Goshen at the free throw line. He's 80%. You don't want to put Weedor. He's 86. Gordon's 80. This is Arkansas State's game right now.
Goshen misses the second of 2. A-State comes down with a rebound. Archer brings it out. 19-9, 10-point lead with 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. A-State in control from the opening tip. Trying to pull away. 10-point lead. Reggie Gordon looks. Feints right, goes into the paint. Puts up the shot. Blocked by Credit. But again, Tate picks up the loose basketball. And A-State on the attack again with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Goshen off the glass. No good. Rebound. Gordon wants to go inside. Doesn't. Comes to Weidler. Fake. Goes up. Good. Steve Weidler.
You notice Arkansas State very patient. When they get the rebound, they bring it back out and work for the good shot. And we have a 12-point ball game. Keith Wilson threw the ball across the court.
They call timeout, Steve. Arkansas called timeout. Arkansas called timeout. Wilson threw the ball, and I'm not sure that he hasn't been assessed with a technical foul. We'll find out while we're... No, inbounded. technical foul against the Arkansas Razorbacks on that what looked like an ill-advised pass across the court to nobody after the timeout was called. Keith Wilson just flung the ball to the far side, and the official came over to the scorer's table, Steve, and I thought perhaps he'd called a technical foul, but that's not the case, and Arkansas will inbound the ball.
Timeout or no timeout, Keith Wilson let the frustration get the better of him and was lucky not to be assessed a technical.
6:42, the time remaining in the first half. Arkansas trails Arkansas State by 12 points, 21-9. Gary won't take the shot. Look at this A-State defense. Keep them on the outside, on the perimeter. Arkansas trying to be patient. Go inside to Credit. Credit can't get the shot. Now to Sean Baker. Wants to go somewhere with it. Dumps it back out to Hury. Scott. Now Wilson inside. Baker turns around and puts it off the glass.
Oh, big bucket for the Razorbacks. They get into the full court press now to try to make something happen. ASU just shreds the press.
Now they've got a 2-on-1. They'll convert it. Tate's foul by Credit as he goes up for the shot. Tate goes in for the shot. Beautiful 2-on-1 right off the press, and this is where we talked about it on the way up. This is where Arkansas misses Andrew Lang. Look at this. Andrew Lang can get back and defend on that. He's the man who gets back on that press and defends at the end of it.
Andrew Lang has more blocks than the entire Arkansas State team. It's just not the intimidator on the end of the press.
A foul was called on Keith Wilson. So correct that. Not Mario Credit, but Keith Wilson gets the foul. It's the 7th, but Tate on the line for 2. They're in the bonus situation now. Tate makes the first one. It's 22-11, and he buckets them both. Good free throw shooting by the Indians tonight. Tate with 7 points, 23-11 the score. Indians up again by 12 as the clock passes the 6-minute mark. Three-pointer by Tim Scott. Won't go and goes over the backboard, and the Indians will put it in play.
Boy, you know Razorback fans have to be frustrated. Tim Scott, a guy, he could come off the bench and conceivably hit 5 in a row, and it's not a good omen when he misses his first three-pointer.
Razorback shooting in the 20s. Indians shooting in the high 50s from the field. Arkansas again in the press. Again, it's broken as Tate comes down to the basketball. ASU will be able to go into their half-court offense with 5:40 left in the first half. Goshen with a serious look on his face. Carl Archer also came to play. Try to set up the screen. Now back outside to Archer. He's got Ron Hury on him. That's no mean task. Wiederer now touches the ball as Wilson comes out to pick him up. Indians need to do something. They've got 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll try to go inside. Steal is made. Picked off by Tim Scott. Here come the Razorbacks with 5:10 left in the half. Wilson will take the shot from the free throw circle. No good. Rebound pulled down as Wilson hits the floor and slides for 10 feet. Indians pull the rebound down. Baker tries to intimidate Carl in the backcourt. Can't do it, though, and Archer brings the ball down the court. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left, first half of the ball game.
ASU has just taken the partisan Razorback crowd right out of the game.
They are not in it at all.
If we can hear ourselves talk, we know something's wrong.
And this could do it even more. Tate, no, spins around, comes off no good. Tate tries to keep it alive, but the Razorbacks come down with it. Wilson's running. Mike Ratliff wants to check back in at the first opportunity. Credit, turnaround, off the glass, won't go. That's his shot, but he forced it. 4:27 left in the first half, 23-11. Arkansas State leads Arkansas. Nelson Catalina calls the offensive play from the front of the Indian bench. Now Archer makes sure everybody sees it. So does Wiederer. The play is on. Tate right of the free throw circle. Goshen. Archer. Tate has the ball stolen away by Wilson. Wilson wants to run. 2-on-1. Wilson goes up all the way, and Tate hammers him as he goes in for the shot.
Nolan Richardson asking for the goaltending call. And let's see if he gets it. 2 shots, no basket. Look at Keith Wilson. That's his game. He just pickpocketed John Tate, and Tate, to his defense, set a school record at Arkansas State this year with 35 blocks. So he just doesn't sit around on defense either.
Wilson will shoot 2. Both teams are in the bonus now. Ron Johnson will check into the lineup for Arkansas State. He'll relieve Brad Goshen. Johnson, the Little Rock Parkview sophomore, comes into the lineup, and Andrew Lang is going to come into the ball game for Arkansas. He reports. And here's the cheer for Andrew as he checks into the lineup. He'll replace Sean Baker. Lang will be playing with a bad back. Probably a little bit braced. I can't see under that shirt ponytail, which he keeps out of his pants. It will not be Baker. Baker came out momentarily, but Mario Credit will get a little rest as Keith Wilson goes to the free throw line for Arkansas with 2 shots.
Just an emotional boost, an uplift when Andrew Lang went into that ball game.
Wilson makes the first of these 2. He missed both of his last 2 opportunities. It's 23-12. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first half. Fort Smith north side. He eyes it. Bucket. His second free throw for the night. 4:02 left. And now Wilson will come out of the ball game, and he'll be replaced by Mike Ratliff. So Lang is in the ball game. Ratliff is in. Tim Scott is in. McKellar's in. Baker's in. Ron Johnson has checked in for Arkansas State. And except for him, the other 4 starters are in the lineup. 23-13. ASU by 10 with 4 minutes to go. Here's the steal by McKellar, who's just checked back in. McKellar being chased by Johnson. He goes up for the layup off the glass and scores. McKellar with a smooth move for the Razorbacks, and the crowd jumps right back in it. First 2 points by McKellar. 23-15. We've got a timeout called by ASU. 3 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the first half. The Razorbacks trail now by 8 as McKellar goes in for the layup. Contact underneath. No foul call. McKellar with the steal, the layup. Leading the Hog Wild Band and his Arkansas crowd trying to get him back in it during that timeout. Once again, we'll watch McKellar as he strips the ball. Ron Johnson tried to come up from behind him, but McKellar quickly to the board, challenged the man underneath, got the basket, and Arkansas down by 8. They were down by as much as 12. They pulled back to within 8 at 23-15. Now they'll press, Steve.
And this is a key. The crowd is starting really to get cranked up right now, and ASU could use a bucket to silence it.
They break the zone trap. Johnson touches the ball for the first time tonight in front court. Wiederer started. He's gone all the way. Gordon has gone all the way. So is Carl Archer. And so is John Tate, who has the ball behind the free throw circle now. Archer again. Philip McKellar guarding him. Razorbacks in their man. Sean Baker on Gordon inside. Here's Tate. Jumper good. He hit it from the free throw line.
Well, the bucket by Tate, but a great job by Arkansas on defense. Tate made a tough shot.
9 points for Tate. Leads all scorers. 25-15. A-State leads again by 10. Coming up on the 2:45 mark. Three-pointer by Ratliff. Front of the rim, no good. Wiederer wants to run with it. Looks down the left side. Archer is covered. Ball off the hands of Tate and out of bounds. Arkansas basketball in front of the Arkansas bench. Wiederer comes up with that steal or with that big rebound, and he wants to run. He's always looking.
You called it. They wanted to run, but the Razorbacks got back on defense and forced a mistake.
Now here comes Scott. He's scoreless on the night. McKellar only has 2. Ratliff hasn't scored. Three-pointer by Scott from the corner is good. Scott's first basket of the night makes it 25-18. Lead down to 7 for the first time in several minutes. Underneath they go, and Sean Baker hammers Tate as he goes in for what would have been a stop. And heavy contact underneath as Sean Baker gets the big foul.
That Ron Johnson taking it to the bucket. I visited with Ron Johnson earlier this week, and he said this was a childhood dream, and Baker got his money's worth. There was no way Ron Johnson was going to get that bucket.
Sean Baker, the transfer from Oklahoma State out of Tulsa, his first personal foul, and Ron Johnson from Little Rock Parkview goes to the line with 2 shots. He has not scored tonight. 25-18, and he misses the first free throw. A-State leads it by 7. They've led all the way. Second shot by Johnson. 3 bounces. No. Tate had it, lost it, out of bounds off of John Tate, and Arkansas has the ball underneath the ASU board. 25-18, 2:10 when the clock starts. ASU by 7. On Uri. Ron Johnson has him. Scott drives. Scott calls for the charge. The player control foul against Tim Scott. Driving against Wiederer, who again had his feet, drew the foul on Scott. Into front court. Gordon drives, dishes it off to Tate. He scores and he's fouled.
That is unbelievable. John Tate, Ron Urey did everything possible to keep that ball out of the bucket, and Tate went up strong and put it in, and he's going to the free throw line.
Nearly ripped the goal off when he did it. It is 27-18. Tate on a tear, and he has a chance for the three-point play.
The thing you'll notice about Tate, even after a spectacular play like that, never changes expression. Just a cool customer for only a sophomore.
Misses the free throw, and Credit brings it down. 1:48 to play in the first half. Indians back up by 9 at 27-18. Urey would like to make something happen. Gets it inside to Credit. We have a foul away from the ball. A holding foul is going to go against ASU.
It's going to go on John Tate, and this is just a job for Tate to cover Mario Credit. Have to check his birth certificate. Only a freshman. He plays like he's 21 or 22. He's just going to be a super player.
Talk about a guy who doesn't change expression. There's Nelson Catalina. Fine young coach at ASU. Looks out on the floor. Yells some encouragement. Credit misses his first free throw. 1:35 left in the half. That was a 1-and-1 opportunity. No second shot. ASU 27-18 over the Razorbacks. There's the feed inside. Gordon gets the easy layup off the feed from Archer. Another assist for Carl Archer.
Beautiful pass by Archer. You pointed it out, and ASU getting the opportunities. Up by 11 again.
29-18. They built it back to 11 after the Razorbacks cut it to 7. 1 minute 8 seconds to play. First half. McKellar, no, but tipped no by Credit. Ball still loose. It's anybody's ball, and we got a foul on the fight for the rebound.
I think they're going to call it off the standard, but seems to be a lid on the bucket for the Razorbacks. They're having an awful tough time. They're getting the shots, but it just won't go down.
They're getting the opportunity, Steve. They can't say they're not getting the opportunity. Baker, look, now he drives. Off the glass, no good. Ball's still alive. No for Scott. Scott will put it back up. No again. Tipped up again. No, and again. And finally, it's Urey who gets the tip.
You call that? I think it was 6 or 7 opportunities. The refs are letting them play, and Arkansas attacked the boards.
29-20. 41 seconds left in the half. Ron Johnson and ASU wants to settle it down now. They're not in any hurry. The shot clock shows 32, so they don't have to fire it. The shot clock and the game clock are right together.
Nelson Catalina, a chance to go to the half up by 11. And he doesn't want to give Arkansas another opportunity. Just 1 second separating the game clock and the shot clock so they can work it down inside 5.
Indians can work their last shot play. Ball tipped away by McKellar. McKellar dives forward. Archer picks it up. Here's a shot by Tate. It's a 7-second mark. It's an air ball. Here's a follow by Wiedewer. No good. Here's Gordon. No good. Ball kept alive. Ball belongs to Arkansas, and the horn sounds before McKellar can get down the floor with it. Well, it's a wild and wicked first half, but what did we expect when these two teams got together but a wild and wicked first half?
29-20, and that is, in anybody's book, a surprise that Arkansas State would be leading Arkansas by 9 points at the half.
Nolan Richardson won't leave the floor. He is talking to referee Rich Einhorst and letting him know how he feels about some of the calls. There you see it. 9-point lead for Arkansas State as we head to halftime at Barnhill Arena. 29-20. They led by as many as 12 points. Arkansas cut it back to 7. But the Indians have just looked absolutely perfect here in this first half. Somebody said as we were leaving the table a moment ago, will somebody please take the lid off that bucket for Arkansas? You heard Steve Sullivan comment several times that Arkansas was getting their shots, but they would not go down. Philip McKellar cold in the first half. Even those inside shots, a couple of turnarounds and several opportunities when they kept the ball alive on the offensive rebounds. Arkansas shooting percentage has got to be in the low 20s for the first half of this ball game, while Arkansas State is in the 50s. We'll have the official stats for you a little bit later on. Unofficially, though, the high scorer on the floor for Arkansas has 7 points, and that is Mario Credit. He also has 2 personal fouls. We'll go over the official scoring statistics a little bit later in halftime. But I thought you'd like to know that John Tate is showing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 points, and Steve Wiedewer 9 points in the first half for Arkansas State. And we commented earlier, this throws all theories off completely, because Arkansas State was supposed to be the team that wanted to control the tempo of this game. Arkansas should be the team that wanted to run. Well, Arkansas State has taken advantage of their running opportunities, again with Steve Wiedewer doing a lot of the triggering of the breaks. He's a brilliant young man who knows what to do with the basketball when he gets it. You can bet that both head coaches are having some comments for their teams, especially Nolan Richardson, who had a couple of words to say to the official before they went to the locker room. And let's look for another exciting second half. We have 2 outstanding halftime guests for you. Kenny Hatfield, the head football coach at the University of Arkansas, and Larry Lacewell, the head football coach and athletic director at Arkansas State University. And we'll be back with Coach Hatfield in just a moment. One of the biggest basketball coaches at the University of Arkansas is the head football coach, Ken Hatfield. What do you think about it? The Hogs are down by 9.
Well, we're down. The game isn't over yet, babe, but it's been a good, exciting ball game. I think you can see the emotions running high on both teams out here, because I think both teams were trying really extra hard. They're doing a better job putting the ball in the basket than we are right now.
Arkansas just can't get those shots to fall.
They're not falling. We've got nothing going. I thought Nelson did a good job when they called timeout, and we finally had a little run going, settled their team down. But we've got to get something going. We're a team that got to hit 2 or 3 buckets in a row. If we do that, we'll get this thing going, and we'll be back and win the game.
This is kind of an off season for you right now. You can relax a little bit. Recruiting is over, and you can think about the fall. What about the situation? I know you're very proud of your recruiting class.
Well, we had a great recruiting class, the best we've had, Dave, in 4 years. We're looking forward to spring practice starting on March 25th and ending up on April 25th. But we're going to have a good, exciting team coming back, and we're looking forward to next year eagerly, because a lot of new players will be playing.
Good luck to you this coming fall. I know you're excited about it, and good luck to the basketball Razorbacks for the rest of this game.
Thank you. Good luck to everybody. Thanks, everybody watching. There's 2 good teams that are competing hard out here. We're proud of UALR, we're proud of Arkansas State, and we're more proud of the Razorbacks. Thank you.
Well said. It's a great thing for the state of Arkansas, Ken. Coach Ken Hatfield and Steve Sullivan will be back in just a moment with athletic director and head football coach Larry Lacewell of Arkansas State University. Instead of reconnecting here, I'll just cue you and give you a cue.
State on top of Arkansas 29-20. I'm lucky enough to have Arkansas State athletic director and head football coach Larry Lacewell with me. And first, a few thoughts on the basketball game. You've got to be a happy man right now.
Well, I think we're playing probably as well as we can, and it's obvious that the University of Arkansas is awful cold. They hadn't shot, I'm sure, a very good percentage. They scare you to death with their talent, and I think probably our team is playing probably as well as they could. And as much as I know about basketball.
How hard is it for a football coach? I know you're involved in this program. You're an athletic director. To sit up in the stands, I notice you're sweating coming down here.
It's awful. My hands are awful sweaty. I don't know how other people feel, but it's got me awful nervous. You know, just being a coach and being in a situation that you can't control at all really does bother you.
Okay, there's been a lot of talk about the game. Should it be played? Should it not be played? You stated all the time that this is the fans' game. You still hold that viewpoint?
Well, I think it must be the fans' game. You people bought the rights to show it across the state, and I noticed that everybody picked it up across the state. They bought it in Fort Smith, and they bought it in El Dorado, and they bought it in Jonesboro, and in Shreveport. So I think there's a lot of interest, and probably one of the more exciting nights in the history of athletics in the state of Arkansas.
As an athletic director, this has to be a high point. You had a tremendous football season, and now this basketball season.
It's just been a great year for Arkansas State, and I'd like to thank the University of Arkansas for inviting us here this evening. I think Coach Brawls and the people here have been the most gracious host of all, and we thank them.
We thank you for joining us. It's halftime. It's far from over. It's ASU by 9. We'll be back after these messages.
Thank you, Larry. Welcome back to Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas, where Arkansas State University out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, leads the Razorbacks of the University of Arkansas here in Fayetteville 29-20. This is the first round game of the National Invitation Tournament. The team that wins this game advances to the second round. Steve, it was an interesting first half, to say the least. Let's take a look at some of the key plays of the first half. The Razorbacks led only one time, and that was on this play early in the first half. There's Ron Hury. We're watching it in slow motion. Nice pass inside to Mario Credit, who turns around and finds the bucket. That was a 2-0 lead, and that was the only lead the Razorbacks enjoyed.
If there was anything positive in the first half, that was Mario Credit. Arkansas State, some unbelievable passing in the first half. They had 10 assists. Arkansas had just 3. Reggie Gordon surveying the situation. He's a senior. Not only enough, he's tied with Steve Weedor, averaging 3.1 assists a game. That's a lost art. A bounce pass for the easy bucket to Carl Archer.
Threaded the needle, and it was a beautiful pass. Now let's watch the action on the Razorback end of the floor. The dump pass inside to Credit. Credit goes up for the layup, misses it, and there is Stephen Moore to try to jam it home. He missed it, but there was a foul call on that play. That's just some of the action out of the first half. And we'll go down to the other end of the floor, to the ASU end, and watch them as they kick the ball back out to Weeder, and another sensational pass from Weeder to Brad Goshen, who puts it off the glass and also gets fouled on the play. And that's been pretty much the story of the first half. We're ready to go with second half action here at Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas. 29-20, Arkansas State leads. Let's look at some of the scoring in the first half. The leading scorer, we can't graphically show you the statistic, but the leading scorer for Arkansas State is John Tate. He is 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from the free throw line with 11 points. And he has 2 personal fouls. Next leading scorer is Steve Weeder. Weeder with 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He has 9 total points. For Arkansas, the leading scorer is Mario Credit. As Steve said, one of the bright spots for Arkansas in the first half. He's 2 for 4 from the field, 3 for 5 from the free throw line. He has 7 points, and he also has 5 rebounds, 2 off the offensive boards, 3 off the defensive boards. But the leading rebounder is Reggie Gordon with 7 rebounds. With 7 rebounds. Gordon has 7, Tate has 6, and Wiederer has 5 for Arkansas State. The additional scorers to Mario Credit, who has the 7 points. We have to drop all the way down to Sean Baker with 3, Keith Wilson with 2, Ron Hury, Philip McKellar with 2, Stephen Moore with 2, as Arkansas State will put the ball in bounds, as the ball will belong to, Arkansas will put the ball in play to start the second half, and they trail 29-20, and the Razorback fans are on their feet to encourage their team as we start the second half.
Something to watch early in the second half. ASU on the verge of being in foul trouble. Tate and Gordon both with 2, and Alan Smith with 3.
Good point. We start the second period of play. Arkansas with the ball. Ratliff starts, and the pass goes off the hands of Mario Credit, and the Razorbacks start pretty much where they left off in the first half.
Coaches say the first 5 minutes of the game and after the half are the most important, and Nolan Richardson has to be shaking his head, wondering when we're going to break out of this slump, or when the Razorbacks are going to break out of the slump.
9 points down. The Razorbacks have got to get back in the ball game soon if they're going to climb back in against a steady Arkansas State team. As you mentioned, the only thing negative about Arkansas State at the moment is that some of their key players are about to get in some foul trouble. Gordon's shot comes up short. Keith Wilson, who starts the second half, comes up with it, pushes it down the floor, beats it off to Credit, shovels it up, no good, but Scott is there to follow it up. Tim Scott gets the first 2 points of the second half at 29-22. Arkansas thinks press, but Nolan says no, fall back. They'll play the half-court defense. And they come up in a matchup zone, it looks like, as Scott comes out. Arkansas opens the second half in the zone at 19-minute mark, 29-22. Arkansas's cut that lead gradually back down to 7 points. Inside they go to Gordon. He's got Scott climbing across his back. No foul. Here's Wiederer, and he strips that net. Steve Wiederer has 11 points. He pulls into a tie with John Tate for scoring honors for Arkansas State. It's 31-22 Indians.
A lot of folks said the key to Indians' success tonight was scoring from Tate and Weedor. They're getting both right now.
Ball tipped away from Stephen Moore as he was about to go to the basket, and we're going to have a foul call. It's going to go against number 40, and that is Reggie Gordon, who draws his 3rd personal foul of the evening.
One more look. Tim Scott lobbing it down low to Stephen Moore. He's going to go up strong, and Reggie Gordon gets the hand in there. 3 personals on Gordon and 3 on Smith. Reggie has fouled out of 5 games this year. They can ill afford to lose Reggie Gordon. They don't really have a big replacement on the bench since big Greg Williams went down with a knee injury at the middle of the season.
Stephen Moore on the line for 2. No, back of the rim. Too much bong and not enough swish.
It's been the case all night for the Razorbacks.
Absolutely.
A lot of bonging.
That pretty well sums it up, doesn't it? Keith Wilson comes over to have a word with Nolan Richardson. Stefan looks determined as he looks at the bucket, puts it up, and no! Off the back of the rim again, and John Tate pulls down the rebound for the black-clad Indians from Arkansas State University. 31-22. Arkansas cut the lead to 7. Indians have it back up to 9 with a chance to go to 11. Oh, beautiful pass by Reggie Gordon again. The assist by Gordon and the basket by Smith.
Gordon went up, and the Arkansas defense just froze. Nolan wants timeout.
He better take it. 33-22. This one could get out of hand. 18 minutes left. Plenty of time left for the Razorbacks to put on a binge, but the Indians are not showing any sign of flagging. 33-22. Arkansas State leads by 11 with 18:04 left in the ball game. Live from Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville. Watch the Indians work. Back at Barnhill Arena, 33-22. Arkansas State leads by 11. Pick up a little bit of the action right before the timeout. Arkansas State on the attack. Watch the pass. There it is. Beautiful pass. A-State's been doing it all night as Reggie Gordon threads the needle to Alan Smith. Back to live action as Tim Scott drives, tries to make something happen off the hands of Mario Credit. As Scott tried to drop it off to the big guy, he dropped it off, and that's Arkansas State's ball. Arkansas State threatening to blow it open if they score here, but Credit comes down with the ball and he's fouled.
Number 4 on Alan Smith.
Big foul.
You know, Dave, we mentioned ASU with the 11-point lead. That's not a team you want to be behind 11 points. They are so patient and disciplined.
You used the key. That's exactly it. That's the second team foul of the half on ASU, by the way. And discipline is the word. Alan Smith is going to stay in the ball game. Now Brad Goshen wants to come into the ball game, and Catalina wants to get Smith out, and now they're going to do it. It appeared for a moment as though the ball was going to be put in play, and they wouldn't be able to get the substitute on the floor. But Smith comes out with his 4th foul, and Brad Goshen, the senior from Bryant, Arkansas, replaces him. Arkansas shooting 27.6%, ASU 48.3% at this point in the game. Southern Miss leads Ole Miss 52-34 at the half of the first round NIT game. Ratliff drives. He'll go high for the shot. Banks it off the glass and in.
Well, that was a tough shot. Ratliff using the glass to perfection, and Arkansas back within 9 points.
33-24 as Ratliff picks up Archer. Gets it to Tate, who brings it across the timeline. Now Archer will set the play along with Wiederer in the backcourt. Archer calls the play. Tate comes out to the high post. Here's Goshen on the wing. Wiederer and Archer play catch on the left side. Arkansas in the zone. Baseline, they go with it. Goshen wants it, doesn't take it. Archer penetrates, has Wilson on him. Look out, they'll swarm on him. Pass comes back to midcourt to Goshen. Tate wants to turn around. Good defensive play by Mario Credit. The three-pointer won't go for Wiederer, but the follow-up by Tate does.
There's the key. Arkansas State is out-rebounding Arkansas 24-21 right now. A bigger Arkansas team.
35-24, Indians by 11, 16:20 to go. Arkansas crowd stunned. Three-pointer by Scott off the front of the rim. Tate goes high for the big rebound.
I imagine every Razorback fan in this building would like to have John Tate wearing red and white right now.
John Tate has something to prove. You mentioned it earlier, Steve, out of High Bluff, Watson Chapel, and not recruited by the University of Arkansas. Gordon was open for a moment. Wheeler is open, and he ripped it.
This thing is close to being out of hand. 13 points. Nolan has to do something at this point.
37-24 at the 15:45 mark. Ron Hury will come back in at the next break in the action. ASU on the way to blowing this one open, as Steve just mentioned. Ratliff looking. Look at the ASU defense. Sean Baker will come in also at the next break. Arkansas not moving the ball on offense. Credit, though, gets a little turnaround. And Credit keeps the Razorbacks' hopes alive. He has 9 points in the game, and it's 37-26.
Well, the Razorbacks, as we all know, are capable of making a big run, and we've yet to see it tonight. They've never got cranked up.
I like what Ken had Hatfield said at halftime. Here's a three-point attempt by Lederer, and he bombed.
Greenbrier, Arkansas is celebrating right now.
14-point lead for the Indians at 40-26 inside the 15-minute mark. Arkansas goes inside to credit again. Off the glass, off the rim, no good, out of bounds, and it's off the foot of a Razorback, Keith Wilson, and the Indians will play it. Sean Baker comes into the lineup. He will replace Stephen Moore, and Mike Ratliff comes out to be replaced by Ron Hury.
This score may amaze some people, but ASU is 11-8 on the road. I asked Alan Smith, would it affect you playing at Barnhill? He said, the coaches call us the Road Warriors.
The Road Warriors. Boy, what a nickname and what a reputation. The Road Warriors lead by 14, and they have the basketball. This is Carl Archer. This is the John Tate. Plays like a big, big man. Archer picked up by Hury now, trying to work something on the baseline. There's a cutter coming across. That's Tate. Tate in position. Pumps, goes up. He fouled, and it goes.
We see it again, Dave, the punt fake. John Tate, you said it, he's 6'7", but he plays 6'9". He pumps, gets the man in the air, and then takes him to school.
Watch Wiedemer's pass as we show the replay. Goes inside to Tate. Tate now guarded by Sean Baker. Looking him up with a fake. Gets Baker in the air. Baker comes down on him. He puts it up and still makes the shot, and Sean Baker is charged with a personal foul and a chance for the three-point play for John Tate.
That's a big-time move. John Tate. Oh, he's a hoss. Never changes expression. Just does his job.
And there you see him on the line. Businesslike manner. Puts it up. It's good. 16 points for Tate. 43-26. Indians lead it by 17 with 14-16 to go. John Baker laying down low. Baker goes, puts it up. Won't go, and Tate pulls it down off the rim.
One opportunity. One opportunity.
Well, Steve, you have to start to speculate a little bit about some of the ramifications of this basketball game.
You know, we've heard a lot of rumors about Nolan Richardson being on the ropes, and there's Goshen again. Arkansas State can do no wrong.
45-26. Nolan Richardson wants a timeout. Now the Arkansas State crowd is into this. They are outnumbered by over 6,000, and the Arkansas State people are putting the sound meter of Jim Rumpkin's Hog Wild Band out the top in a hostile arena. 45-26, 13:43 to go. Doom have just about drowned them out, and the Arkansas crowd is out of the ball game right now, Steve.
I'm having a hard time believing, looking around, is this still Barnhill Arena?
I think we moved a couple hundred miles to the east to Indian Fieldhouse. There's a frustrated Nolan Richardson.
There have been some good teams to play at Barnhill Arena this season, but no one has done this to Arkansas.
Absolutely. Hey, this is home. Cannon Whitby checks into the lineup for Arkansas. He's a three-point shooter. McKellar a three-point shooter. Scott a three-point shooter. Three capable of hitting from three on the floor for Arkansas right now. Hurd is in the ball game, and Anthony gets the turnaround jumper on his first attempt. Anthony Hurd checked in at that last timeout. 45-28. Here's the press. Arkansas has really not pressed very seriously all night, and that's a surprise.
Arkansas State saw the press a lot, as now we have a timeout on the floor. Mario Credit speaking with the referee. But you mentioned the press not hurting Arkansas State. Memphis State tried a lot of pressure, and Arkansas State stole a 61-61 win at Memphis.
Nelson Catalina told me before the game that they're accustomed to the press, especially Memphis State, who presses all the time. But he said, you know, their press is predictable, and you can counter it. Arkansas has several varieties off their press, and he was worried about it. It has not bothered his Indians tonight. Carl Archer guarded by Philip McKellar. McKellar out on him tight, risking the foul now. And here's Hurd drawing the foul on Reggie Gordon. Hurd whistled for his first personal foul, checked in just moments ago, has his first field goal of the night, and he picks up the foul, which for Arkansas is team foul number 2. Both teams with 2 team fouls in the second half.
If this comes down to shooting free throws, Arkansas State, a very good free throw shooting team. They shoot around 70%.
Still in a common foul situation. That foul on the floor. Reggie guarded by Anthony. Inside they go to Tate. He's in his territory. Gets Hurd off. Gets Moore off his feet. No foul, and Tate goes down for the shot. John Tate having a sensational night. 18 points for John Tate, and it's 47-28 Arkansas State. Cannon Whitby out of Bryan County, Tennessee, another freshman. Here's freshman Philip McKellar. Takes it to the free throw line. Whitby, you can be sure, will uncork a three-pointer as soon as he can. He does, and it's an air ball.
He forced that one, Dave. He didn't have the shot. Steve Weedor was out there right with him. And it's Arkansas trying too hard to create something.
Now it's the Arkansas State fans who have the opportunity to chant air ball. They've taken over this arena. Whitby on the defense. Brad Goshen hits it from inside the three-pointer.
Uncontested.
Two-pointer by Goshen. Well, when they double team, when they came down and double team the man with the ball, that left Goshen open in the corner. Makes it 49-28. McKellar for three. No. Rebound Goshen. Now it's Archer, and he'll slow it down. He'll take his time.
It's going to be awful hard. Arkansas didn't score 20 points in the first half, and they're down by 21 with 11:50 to go.
Nobody expected the blowout tonight. We expected a good game. We expected a close game. We knew Arkansas State would give it all they had. And with the absence of Andrew Lang and Ron Hury, Lang came in for a short series, couldn't stay in the ball game. His back hurt him. Hury has had bronchitis all week. Here's a steal by Stephon Moore. He'll go in for the jam. He missed it. Ball's loose. He'll get another chance. Moore lays it up and in this time as Tim Scott picked it up loose off the floor. And Moore missed the jam, but got another chance thanks to Tim Scott for the layup.
That missed jam illustrated what kind of night this has been for Arkansas.
49-30. 19-point lead for ASU. Razorbacks have got to be frustrated. Arkansas State in control as we hit the 11-minute mark. Reggie Gordon has Anthony Hurd guarding him. Tate outside the free throw circle. Stephon comes out to pick him up. Stephon Moore. That's Wiederer. Crowd thought the pivot foot moved a little bit. As a matter of fact, Nelson Catalina thought it did too. He called traveling on his own team. But Gordon hits the free throw, hits the field goal, and ASU is back up by 21 at 51-30. I've never seen a coach do that before.
McKellar back the other way for the bucket. And Dave, the big thing to watch is Arkansas State is wearing at least 20 seconds off the shot clock before they shoot the basketball. And that clock you'll see it elapse here as the clock beginning to become a factor with this biggest spread. Every possession crucial for Arkansas now. They're down by 19, 51-32. 10 minutes and 10 seconds, and McKellar draws the foul. He fouls Archer as he goes out to try to make the steal. McKellar charged for his second personal foul. Whitby comes out, McKellar comes out, Scott comes out, and Hurd comes out. We've got Wilson, and for the first time tonight, I believe we've got Kenny Hutchinson on the floor. Allie Freeman is back in. Moore and Credit, they're the five on the floor for Arkansas. Ball knocked out of bounds, but a foul is going to be called here too. Dave, Arkansas State making no substitutions, and people might start to wonder, won't these guys get tired? The thing about it is Tate, Weedor, they're all used to going 37 minutes. That last foul was on Stephon Moore, and it's his first personal. This one's going to be on Tate, pushing off, trying to get position. Number 42, Tate called for the holding of the block, and that's his third personal foul. Alan Smith is on the bench with 4. John Tate just drew his third. Tate with 18 points, 3 personal fouls. We're at the 10-minute mark of the ball game. It's 51-32, Arkansas State. Keith Wilson, Goshen picks him up. Kenny Hutchinson touches the ball for the first time. Allie Freeman will go up off the glass, comes back, and goes down for him. Nice play, nice shot by Allie Freeman. That's his first bucket of the night. 51-34. Arkansas needs the steal. They'll give it to Wiederer to bring it up the floor this time. Wiederer, as Allie Freeman gets possession, Wiederer charges him, trying to get the ball up court. 2 great plays within a couple of seconds by Allie Freeman. 1 offensive, 1 defensive. Allie Freeman, a real steadying influence. He doesn't make much mistakes, and he will not panic in a situation like that. Watch on the replay, just a super defensive play, taking Weedor one-on-one, and he was set. He took the charge. Good defensive play by Allie Freeman. Allie handles the ball now. That's the 4th team foul of the half on Arkansas State. Arkansas is also 4. Inside, Stephon Moore gets the feed from Keith Wilson and scores.
Moore with 6 points on the night. It is 51-36. Goshen is on the floor. He's hurt his left knee. Brad is down, and he is injured, and we're going to have an injury timeout for Arkansas State.
What happened on that play, Stephen Moore, after he hit the bucket, inadvertently caught Goshen in the head with an elbow. Here we go. I don't know how inadvertent it was, but he caught him with an elbow. I think the point was Stephen was trying to get to the basketball, and Goshen happened to be in the way.
Our cameraman caught that beautifully. He was right on the shot, and you saw exactly what Steve was talking about. And when he hit the floor, he came up holding his knee. Brad,
here we go again.
With an injury timeout, I think. Whoa,
oh, no, that was not inadvertent.
No. Stephen
maybe a little frustrated.
Gave him a shot, and since they had the timeout, although he seems to be all right, Brad will have to come out. He's required to come out of the ball game. There's a concerned Nelson Catalina, concerned about his player, but nothing apparently said about the blow itself.
A play like that can really change the tempo of a game. Arkansas State can ill afford to lose. Right now, what they've got, they play very patient ball, and to get aggressive after a play like that will work against them at this point.
Alan Smith comes back in, 4 fouls in all. He replaces Goshen. Arkansas State has played only 7 players tonight. And Tate has not had a rest at all. Johnson gets double teamed, but he gets it to Weedor. The crowd wanted a travel call. Inside to Gordon. Here's Weedor. It's a 3-point attempt, but it's no good. Moore brings down the rebound. Stephan getting aggressive on both ends of the floor. Keith Wilson takes it into the paint. Bounces once, twice, won't go down. Rebound off to Arkansas State as Tate comes up with a basketball. 8:49 to play in the ball game. Indians by 15. Wilson chases Weedor. They get it in the front court, and Nelson Catalina says, call timeout. They do. We have a timeout on the floor. We've got a 15-point lead for Arkansas State with 8 minutes and 43 seconds left. Hang on. Don't go away. We're at Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas. .36 the score with 8:43 to go in the ball game, and Arkansas trailing Arkansas State by 15 points, 51-36. Arkansas State will play the ball inbounds on their own end of the floor after that last timeout. Arkansas has improved their shooting percentage to 34.1. They're 15 for 44. A-State 22 of 40 for 55%. Ron Johnson in the lineup for Arkansas State now. Reggie Gordon again being guarded by Mario Credit. Johnson to Weaver. Crisp passing by this ASU team. Tate underneath, ball tipped away by Hutchinson. Arkansas's basketball as Wilson picks it up. Razorbacks push it down the floor with Allie Freeman. Kenny Hutchinson now. New York City product. Hutch goes in, dishes it back outside to Keith Wilson, who drives. Too much back of the rim for Keith, and Arkansas State comes off with a rebound. It's Reggie Gordon being fouled. Will it go against Wilson, or will it go against Stephen Moore? Keith Wilson draws the foul.
Here's the frustration on Keith Wilson's part. He had the good shot. It wouldn't go. Gordon hammered a few times there. Keith just grabbed him around the waist, trying to strip him of the basketball.
Arkansas finds themselves looking at 5 team fouls, which could be the kiss of death when they get into that bonus situation. As you commented, Steve, ASU as a team shoots 68.9% from the free throw line. But their first 5, much better shooters than that. They bring it into the front court now, leading 51-36. The scoring is slowed down a little bit with 7 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the ball game.
ASU really working the shot clock. Reggie Gordon, what a move. Going to be called for the charge.
He got the charge. Charged into Allie Freeman. And that is on Mr. Gordon, personal foul number 4. So Gordon and Smith both with 4, and John Tate with 3.
One more look, and the Razorbacks do a good job of filling the opening. And look who's there again. Allie Freeman has put in some quality minutes tonight.
6'2" junior from Little Rock Hall, not afraid to take the charge from the much bigger man. Here's a turnaround by Credit. No! And Tate pulls down the rebound. Again, the back of the iron. For Credit, 51-36 still as A-State leads by 15. You see the clock as it ticks away. Clock crucial for the Razorbacks now. Curie flashing. He would have made the steal if they'd made that pass. Very wisely, though, Reggie Gordon pulled it back in. Now here's the attempted steal by Allie Freeman. In trouble in the corner is Carl. Inside they go to Tate. Tate, double team, ball on the floor, comes up with it off the glass. Credit gets the rebound for Arkansas. Kenny Hutchinson wants to run. Takes it into the paint, all the way in, lays it in, and a block is going to be called against Carl Archer. That'll be his second personal.
Big sequence down the other end. A lot of folks were looking, bodies were all over the place, looking for a foul. No call, and Arkansas took advantage of the break. Kenny Hutchinson, watch the move. He was quite a scorer in high school, and Carl Archer was moving the feet.
You see the difference. You saw Allie Freeman as he sat on the other end of the floor. He was set, he was still, his feet were in place. Archer was still moving and got into the lane in front of Kenny Hutchinson. That's the difference in the block and the charge. Hutch on the line for two, and he scores for the first one. That's probably a one. No, that's two. He was in the act of shooting. They have not in the bonus situation yet. They will be with the next foul. That's the first point for Hutch, by the way. Misses the second one.
Here we go.
Foul was his second, and we're going to get into a free throw shooting contest here before long, I'm afraid. ASU will get the best of that. That foul is against Stephen Moore on the inbounds pass, and that is going to be number 3 against the 6'8" junior from Cushing, Oklahoma.
Next foul, both teams in the bonus, so free throws could be the factor down the stretch, or will be the factor.
Arkansas presses this time down the floor, but it's not going to hamper the Indians as Weedover gets the responsibility to bring it across one-on-one against Kenny Hutchinson. Alan Smith drives. Remember, he has 4 on him. Can't afford the charge. This time, Freeman does not get the charge, and the drive for the basket. The basket counts, and the foul's going to be called. Not on Freeman, I think, because he was set. It's going to go against. Is that one against Stephen? Let's see.
Look on the replay here. A lot of people were looking, Razorback fans were looking for the charge on Gordon, which would have put him out of the ball game. Instead, we get the bucket, and the foul looks to be on Freeman. Watch again. Razorback fans were calling for the foul. Big switch right there. Big turn of events.
They haven't put it on the board yet, but it has to be against Freeman. He was the only one who made contact. I thought that Allie probably had drawn away, and the foul was on somebody else from the backside, but it's got to be against Allie, although they still haven't put it on the board. If so, that's number 3. No, it's against Hury. It's his third. Foul one against Ron Hury, away from Freeman on the attempted charge. 54-37 now. Hury drives for the basket. Hury scores. He only has 4 points on the night. Remember, he's missed practice several days this week because of a bronchitis condition. 15-point lead for Arkansas State.
Oh, you don't want to put Weedor at the free throw line, and Ron Urie realized the mistake, a little over-anxious looking for the steal. And that's 4 on Ron Urie. And Steve Weedor at the free throw line this season has been deadly, has an 85%.
The wrong man on the line at the wrong time. Also, as you mentioned, the 4th foul on Urie, and Weedor is on the line for the 1-and-1, but he misses the first end. Well, it doesn't do to talk about how well they shoot, because that's when they step up and miss one. Cannon Whitby in the lineup. Does not take the 3, but believe me, before long he will. There it is. Cannon Whitby hits it.
Oh, big bucket.
Whitby hits the 3-pointer. It's 54-42. Indian lead is 12. Nolan Richardson calling for the press. Weedover tries to bring it across. Another steal, but Weedover gets it back. Wilson tipped the ball down, but Weedover was in the right place at the right time. Inside to Reggie. Goshen cuts one loose. Front of the rim. Gets his own rebound. Back up. No. Arkansas pulls the rebound down. Ratliff gets it down the floor to Whitby. Whitby again outside 3-point range. Will he uncork it? He does from the hip, and he hits it. Cannon Whitby with 2 straight 3-pointers, and it's 54-45. The lead is back to 9, and Arkansas State calls timeout.
Remember, it was Whitby who triggered that comeback against Texas A&M in that wild double overtime game, so hold on.
Keep those seatbelts fastened. It ain't over yet. 5 minutes and 19 seconds to play here in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Watch Cannon Whitby again. Passed it up the first time. Uncorks from 3, and it's 54-45 with 5:19 left.
at Barnhill Arena. 54-45, Arkansas State over Arkansas, but the Razorbacks, thanks to Cannon Whitby, have triggered the fans into an uprising here in Fayetteville, and this last 5 minutes, 19 seconds could be the toughest ASU has faced all season long, because that's when the crowd really comes into play in a game like this.
Looking at the scoring, Steve, at this point in the ball game, that's 6 for Cannon Whitby, who just came in and hit those 2 straight three-pointers. Still the leading scorer on the floor for Arkansas is Mario Credit, and he only has 9 points. He had 7 at the half. On the other hand, for Arkansas State, 2 players in double figures. John Tate has 18, and now Steve Wiedewer with 2 3-pointers has 16 points. Arkansas will press as Arkansas State puts the ball inbounds with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. Whitby on Wiedewer now, and they've got him in a trap, but he gets it away, and now he has the ball back. Reggie Gordon fighting hard on the inside. He's got Mike Ratliff on him. Arkansas in a tight man-to-man defense, and Cannon Whitby, defense is not his strong suit. He has Wiedewer, and we get a traveling violation against John Tate, and Arkansas has the ball.
Razorbacks with intense pressure. Tate saw the opening and juggled the feet. Nelson Catalina now going over with the referee saying it's getting awful physical out there. We watch again. Tate with good position and tough to see on the replay.
Yeah, it was. That is only the 11th turnover against Arkansas State unofficially as we check our statistician. Nelson Catalina working hard. You can see him down in the lower left-hand corner of your screen as he calls the play, or calls the defense. As A-State has not pressured Arkansas since early in the ball game. They played a half-court defense. Now they're in the, looks like a 1-2-2 zone. Ball tipped away, but it belongs to Cannon Whitby. He'll shoot from 3 again. Won't go, but the tip by Hury also won't go. John Tate pulls down the power rebound. He's got Whitby gathering him. Ball stolen by Hury, and he puts it in. Ron Hury got the steal. He has 6 points, and it is 54-47. The lead is cut back to 7 points. The Razorbacks have cut it from 21 to 7 with 4 minutes and 29 seconds to play in the ball game. What a comeback! They haven't come all the way back, but what a comeback! 4:29 to go. The crowd is back in the ball game here at Barnhill. Hury strips Goshen again, but this time it's going to be a foul. It's going to cost him. Hury thought he had made the clean steal, but he gets called for the foul. Nope, it's going to go against McKellar. No, 3-1. Has to be 3-1. I thought I saw 2-1, but it's 3-1. It's Hury. And for Hury, that's going to be his number 4. Well, I had it with 4. Nope. It's against Whitby. Well, now yes, it's against Whitby, not Hury, and that's only his first personal foul. That would have been 5 on Hury. Goshen on the line for 1-1, and he makes the first one. Oh, you talk about ice water. With this crowd blasting in your ear and everybody waving in that end zone, Brad Goshen, the cool senior from Bryant, Arkansas, an 80% free throw shooter, 2 for 4 on the night, now making 3 for 5 as Goshen puts them both down, and those could be 2 big free throws. Lead back to 9 at 56-47. Razorbacks have made a run. Let's see if they can keep it going. We got a ball game on our hands now. 4 minutes and 9 seconds to play. The inside, Stephen Moore underneath. He'll go up for it. And a foul's going to be called on Mike Ratliff on the rebound attempt.
Important sequence. Nolan Richardson wanted a foul call earlier. We'll watch again on the replay. Stephen Moore with great position. Let's see. John Tate waits there.
He got him.
Now, Nolan Richardson, from that viewpoint, looked to have a valid argument. And at this point of the game, let's watch again. Moore goes up, and it's tough to see. Tate got ball, but it could go either way.
Tough call, but the call seconds later goes against the Razorbacks as Michael Ratliff is whistled for his first personal foul, and that will send Reggie Gordon to the free throw line for his second free throw opportunity of the night. He missed the first one. This is a 1-and-1. He missed the tail end of a 3-point opportunity earlier in this half. This time he converts. He'll get the bonus shot.
Reggie Gordon, an 85% free throw shooter.
This is a good free throw shooting team, and Gordon with 5 points on the night, 4 fouls, and he hits them both. 58-47. Razorbacks made the run, cut it to 7. Now it's back to 11 with 3:58 to play. Three-pointer good by Hury.
No, they're not giving up. They fire back, and within 8 with 3:50 to go.
58-50. Arkansas trailing Arkansas State, making a comeback here in the second half. Can they get it back all the way? A-State will try to kill a little time. They've got 29 seconds on the shot clock. Arkansas in tenacious defense right now. Urey. Here's Goshen from the free throw line. No. Tip up. No. They're trying to keep it alive. Urey comes down with it. Pass down for to Whitby. He has a layup opportunity. It's swept away, but he is fouled in the air.
That's it for Alan Smith. 5 fouls.
Smith has just committed his 5th personal foul. And the 6'6 junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Here we go again. Alan Smith clearly with the block, but hammered Whitby in the process. And you got to give Cannon Whitby a lot of credit. He took it right to the big guy.
Little guy went right to the hole with the ball, and he got one of the 5 ASU starters. And remember, this is not a deep basketball team. They've only played 7. Ron Johnson will come in to replace him as Alan Smith leaves the ball game with 2 points. About 4 points for the night.
Dave, we mentioned John Tate had a score to settle with Arkansas. Cannon Whitby played in the ASU basketball camp for, I believe, 2 years. And Arkansas State kind of cooled off in the recruiting process, and he ended up a Razorback, but he could have just as easily been an Indian.
So Cannon playing with some vigor. Here's a look at Nolan Richardson talking with Ron Urey before Cannon Whitby steps up to the free throw line for his 2 free throws.
A lot of people wondered if Cannon Whitby could play major college basketball, and here with the season winding down, he has come up with really a couple of tremendous performances this season. This game tonight, and he was just outstanding against Texas A&M in that big double overtime win down at College Station.
Bobby Collins, a 6'4 freshman from Godfrey, Illinois, number 32, checks into the lineup. He is the man who replaces Alan Smith. Ron Johnson already in the ball game, and Cannon Whitby goes to the free throw line for 2. He is deadly from the line, and he proves it. Whitby with 7 points, a 90% free throw shooter from Obion County, Tennessee, where his dad was his coach. Hits them both, and it's 58-52. First time we've seen a 6-point lead on that board since way back in the first half. Being pressured as Johnson gets rid of the ball to Wiederer. Wiederer decides to come out by himself, asking for a 5-second call. Wiederer gets it in the front court to Goshen. Catalina says, move it. Motion is what he wants. Move it. Wiederer penetrates. Kicks it back outside. 28 seconds. They'd like to kill most of it on the shot clock now with 2:59. Now 2:58 left in the game. 58-52. A-State by 6. Cooper in a little bit of trouble. Collins in a little trouble in the corner. Now Goshen helps him out. 2:45 and 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Now 9. Wiederer penetrates and just passes the ball in the lane. And who's there but Stephen Moore to pick up the errant pass?
The pressure is starting to take its toll on ASU. I can feel the heat from over here.
They just hope they can hold on. Whitby again for 3. No good. Rebound. Wilson no good. Rebound. Collins for ASU. Ratliff knocks it away. Layup by Ratliff. Good. Ratliff just stole the ball away. It's 58-54. What a comeback as Bobby Collins takes it into front court. Crowd is in this ball game, and we have a foul call against Arkansas. Whoa, what a basketball game here at Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Glad you could join us tonight. Stick around. I told you to fasten those seatbelts. It's not over yet. 58-54. Arkansas trailing Arkansas State by 4 points, and we've got a free throw opportunity coming up. You saw it on the replay.
Great play by Ratliff, and this really a credit to the Razorbacks as we see the Cookie Monster in action over there.
Sesame Street's Cookie Monster is here. He is appearing with the Sesame Street characters in an appearance to benefit the Arkansas Educational Television Network. And you might want to check and see when those performances are in. That's a Little Rock performance. So welcome to Arkansas, Cookie Monster. You're seeing some great basketball. Wiederer on the line. No! And Stephen Moore pulls it down. That's rare that Steve Wiederer. Steve, you talked about pressure just a moment ago. I think it showed very much on Steve Wiederer on that free throw shot. Here's Ron Urey. Spin, shoots. No. Tip, no. Comes out to Arkansas State. John Tate hands the ball to Brad Goshen. Urey flashes for the steal. Doesn't get it from Wiederer. Now Wiederer brings it across the timeline. Takes it all the way in. dishes it back out to Big John Tate. They don't want to shoot that quickly. 32 seconds on the shot clock, and we've got a foul against Arkansas.
This has been an incredible comeback by the Razorbacks. They had a steep hill to climb.
21 points down.
They got within 7. The ASU jumped it back up to 11 as we see the instant replay right here. Tate to Ron Johnson, and he is fouled by Wilson.
That was a reaching in foul against Wilson, his 3rd personal foul. And both teams are in the bonus situation. We've got a timeout, and Arkansas wants to talk things over as Nolan Richardson brings his team over to the bench to talk to them. They've cut the lead from 21 to 4 with 1 minute 39 seconds left to play here at Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Catalina diagramming things for his Indians, and they just hope that they can survive these last 1 minute and 39 seconds as the Razorbacks are putting on a furious rush. Arkansas still, Steve, only shooting 36.2% for the game on 21 of 58. Arkansas State shooting an even 50%, 23 of 46. ASU has out-rebounded the Razorbacks 35 to 31 with 1:39 to go in the game.
You talk about free throw shooting. The Razorbacks have the man they want at the line for ASU, Ron Johnson, 63%. Not bad, but his numbers not anything near Gordon Tate or Bobby Collins.
Wiedewer, who was an 85% free throw shooter, just missed the front end of a 1-and-1. Would it surprise you if Johnson made both of these?
Wiedewer 0 for 3. Who would have thought that?
He made the first one.
Well, Johnson was telling me earlier this week it was a childhood dream to play in front of all the statewide TV audience and all the kids he grew up with back in Little Rock and see him play.
And he misses the second one. Ball still alive. Who comes down with it? Arkansas with Ron Hury on the run. The freshman from Memphis, Tennessee. Ball slapped away by Wiedewer, but right back to Hury. Hury gets it back again from Wilson. Three-pointer by Hury. Good! Three-point binge has cut it to 2. 59-57 with 1:20 left of the game. A-State trying to hold on. Ron Johnson takes it all the way in, loses it, regains it, off his foot, and a foul is going to be called against Keith Wilson.
Some intense pressure, and Ron Johnson was lucky to get out of that with a foul call. As we watch again on the replay, Johnson out of control, and there's the reach in right there on Keith Wilson.
Is the Arkansas defense putting the pressure on A-State? Can A-State hold up under this pressure? Wilson's foul was his 4th, and Johnson again on the line with the 1-and-1. No, and Stephen Moore brings it down. 2-point lead for Arkansas State. The Razorbacks can tie it. Hury from 2-point range. Good, it's tied at the 102 mark.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable comeback. Ball tipped out of bounds, and who's basketball? Nolan Richardson, very animated.
The Arkansas
Goshen
State
will step out of bounds to put the ball back in play for Arkansas State. Nelson Catalina calling the play on the offensive end of the floor for the Indians. Razorbacks will put on the pressure. A-State will run the inbound stack play. They drop off Carl Archer, and he takes the inbound pass. Whitby picks him up. Now they'll double team him with Hury, but he gets the ball across the timeline to Goshen. 47 seconds left. Arkansas has come from 21 points down to tie this ball game. That's 59-59. 39 seconds left. ASU has 23 seconds in which to shoot. They want Arkansas to come out and pick up Archer. Nolan says don't bother about it. Clock still runs down. Now to Wiedewer. They start the play. Archer goes inside. Stolen by Ratliff. Gets it to Hury with 21 seconds left.
Razorbacks a chance to work for the last shot.
Ratliff with the big slap away. One shot for Arkansas. It's either win it or overtime. 10 seconds. Hury puts up the shot. No. Rebound. Ratliff. Turnaround shot. No. Tip in. No. Tate has the rebound. 1 second. We're going to overtime, but we have a foul call. Do we have a foul? Discussion. Did the game end before the regulation time end before the foul?
I think it might be a question of Arkansas State called timeout before the clock expired, similar to the situation last night at
exactly.
Baylor and UALR.
All right, let's see. We're going to have a discussion. Let's watch it on the well, let's go to the live shot now and see the discussion with Nolan Richardson, Nelson Catalina, and the officials.
Catalina's calling for 2 seconds on the clock.
Catalina, exactly the case. Catalina called for a timeout when Tate got that rebound. And now the discussion. There is no time showing. According to the scoreboard clock, the game has ended. The regulation time has ended. And we will be going to overtime. This is the most animated I've seen Nelson Catalina all year.
Obviously, he lost that argument because Nolan Richardson is back with his Razorbacks while Coach Catalina is still contesting the call.
If that's the case, we've got 5 minutes of overtime coming up. There will be no time. Wait a minute. They're talking to the timekeeper. Now they're talking to the official scorer now, not the timekeeper. So apparently time has expired. They put 5 minutes up on the clock, and we're going to overtime here at Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas. The Razorbacks have roared back. A chance to win it on that last series. Couldn't get the ball to go down, so we're going to overtime, folks, in this first game since 1948 between Arkansas and Arkansas State. Ron Hury has brought the Razorbacks back almost single-handedly here in the second half with 12 points in the second period.
Ron Hury has had an unbelievable year. He started all but 2 of the Razorbacks games. He's led the team in scoring 11 times. Hury has led the team this year in steals, in assists. He has had an incredible year in the second half. Unbelievable. We waited 40 years for the game, and maybe we're getting our money's worth right here. Unbelievable.
Nobody's disappointed us. A-State had the game pretty well put away. Everybody thought they had the game put away. The fans here at Barnhill Arena thought, hey, this one's out the window. But a furious rally in the second half brought Arkansas back. They sent the game into overtime, and you've got to say, with the foul situation as it is and with the momentum situation it is, you got to kind of favor Arkansas right now. Arkansas State is feeling the pressure of this crowd and feeling the pressure of the comeback.
Free throws the key down the stretch. Arkansas State had a chance with 1-and-1s. Weedor went 0 for 3. Ron Johnson hit just 1 of 3, and that really a difference. And I think a lot of those misses were due to the intense Arkansas defensive pressure.
They'll jump it again with Stephen Moore and John Tate stepping into the jump circle. There's 5 minutes left on the clock in the first overtime here at Barnhill Arena. What a fitting way for these two teams to play into overtime. Tip goes to Arkansas, and Cannon Whitby controls it. Almost loses it. Has to dribble. He didn't want to. Gets the ball to Hury and now to Wilson. 59-59. We've just started the first overtime period here at Barnhill. Hury to Wilson. A three-point barrage here in the second half. Cannon Whitby with 2. Ron Hury with 2. Here's Hury again. Whitby looks for from three-point range, but Wiedemer is right in his face. Indians in a man now, and Whitby's three-point opportunity won't go. Rebound pulled down by Reggie Gordon, and Arkansas State has the opportunity for the first basket in this overtime period.
Does fatigue become a factor right here? Arkansas State, Gordon, Tate, and Weedor have logged the entire game.
40 minutes plus. Double dribble called on Carl Archer, and that turns the ball over to Arkansas and by a team that has been relatively free of turnovers. Mario Credit comes back in the ball game. They're going to their big line. They're taking Michael Ratliff out, so Credit and Moore will be on the floor at the same time. Cannon Whitby stays in. Ron Hury stays in, and Keith Wilson will trigger the inbounds play. That's Carl Archer who picks up Hury. Hury brings it across the timeline. Lobs it inside to Mario. Mario off the glass. Won't go down, and John Tate pulls down the rebound. Hits the floor. Goshen hits the floor. A-State comes out with the basketball. Down the floor to Reggie Gordon. Drives. Goes in for the shot. A charge, and no basket. Let's see if they're going to give him the basket. The charge, I believe, before the shot, and no basket.
Dave, that's it for Reggie Gordon. Now, even the most composed team would get a little shook at this point. Watch Gordon taking it to Mario Credit. Tough call. It could go either way. This time it goes against Arkansas State. Now, if you're wondering about the officiating crew, this is a neutral Big 8 crew.
Absolutely. And I think they've done a fine job.
No question about it. This is a tough game to call. It's been physical, and they've let them play.
A team that is not deep has lost 2 of its starters now to fouls. Alan Smith with 3:21 left in regulation, and now Reggie Gordon with 3:58 left in the overtime, and they're going to come back with Bobby Collins, an inexperienced freshman from Godfrey, Illinois, who really has has not played very much. He's averaged 2.5 points a game in the 22 games in which he has played this year for Arkansas State.
Dave, Arkansas with an overwhelming size advantage at this point. Reggie Gordon goes out of the ball game and leaves Arkansas State with one true big man in John Tate.
We're still tied at 59. We're in overtime. These Indians have played their hearts out, but these Razorbacks ended up wanting this one badly. They wanted it badly enough to come back from a 21-point deficit. And Credit drives the baseline. It bounces twice and goes down. Mario Credit with his first two in the overtime, and Arkansas leads it 61-59. Widower pushes it down the floor. Whitby intercepts.
He's out of bounds.
But he stepped on the end line, and Arkansas State will have the play. Boy, an official right there. That's Rich Eichhorst.
Nonetheless, a super defensive play by Cannon Whitby, and this place is rocking.
A-State fans are out of it for the time being. They're sitting in their section up on the side immediately facing us. The Arkansas fans are back in it. Not too long ago, it was the other way around. 1,700 ASU fans having their way, but now they find their team trailing by 2, 61-59, with 3:20 to go in the ball game. Widower, ball swept away by Wilson, goes out of bounds. It belongs to A-State.
There are some quick hands on the floor for Arkansas. Uri and Wilson, quickness-wise, can be unmatched by Arkansas State.
You saw those fans and the intensity on their faces. They take their basketball seriously in the state of Arkansas. Fine matchup of two state universities, great state universities. From Jonesboro, Arkansas State. From Fayetteville, the University of Arkansas. Tate in a little bit of trouble. They wanted a 5-second call. Did not get it. Arkansas State still controls the ball with 10 seconds on the shot clock. 2:54. Bobby Collins, the freshman who just came in the ball game, ties it with a 16-foot jumper. 61-61. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left in the first overtime. Whitby inside. Credit all alone. Gets the big jam at 2:36.
There we go with the Razorback size advantage inside. Credit with two quick baskets, and Arkansas back up by 2.
And the big guy, the freshman from Kansas City, Kansas, the 6'9", 230-pounder, almost ripped the rim off. 63-61 Arkansas. Lots of time left in the overtime. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Arkansas leading here in the overtime. The first time they've had the lead since they led 2-0 to start the ball game. They took the lead in the overtime with the first basket, and they lead by 2 now. Widower for 3! 64-63 as ASU regains the lead.
Oh, this is unbelievable. Back and forth.
Inside again. They're trying to work it inside. Credit again. It's obvious now what that strategy is by Nolan Richardson. They're taking advantage of that size mismatch that you talked about, Steve. Stephen Moore hits the floor. We'll have an injury timeout for Stephen, which means he'll have to come out of the ball game.
Mario Credit is just dominating this ball game inside. Last 3 times down the floor, he's been almost uncontested inside.
Oh, I said they'd have to take a timeout, and Nolan Richardson very quickly negates that because I said he'd have to come out of the ball game. Nolan Richardson quickly negates that because he calls timeout. You've got the option. If you get a timeout for an injury, you've either got to come out, bring the player out, or take the timeout. We're going to be back in a moment. 65-64. Arkansas leads in the overtime. Talking things over with his floor leader, Carl Archer. And there's some of this intense crowd, ASU cheerleaders. Here's the foul coming up right now. No, this is Credit.
Now, Arkansas State was looking for a traveling call, and that replay validated their argument. He took a few steps, but wasn't called.
Mario getting positioned without putting the ball on the floor, and he has 6 points in the overtime. Arkansas still only shooting 35.3% for the game, 26 of 68. ASU is shooting 52.1% on 25 of 48. They have one less field goal than Arkansas. They've also out-rebounded the Razorbacks 39-35.
One big difference, Razorbacks have attempted 68 shots, ASU just 48.
They put the ball up towards the nets. ASU will inbound the ball against Arkansas's press. Stephen Moore is the safety man. He's back in the ball game after he went down. Arkansas will get the ball on a bad inbound chance to build their lead. They don't have to be in a hurry to shoot. They'd like to score here. There's 1:35 left in the ball game. Arkansas leads by a point, 65-64. They'll be delivering. Whitby, way back. Fury, they'll play catch a little while now.
ASU forced to go man-to-man. Some mismatches underneath. Bobby Collins on Stephon Moore giving away about 3 or 4 inches.
15 seconds on the shot clock. Into Credit. He hooks it. No good. And Goshen brings down a big rebound for Arkansas State. They only trail by a point with 1:05 to play in the overtime.
They called Goshen air. He was up and high for that one.
Goshen and Weider are the flash by Wilson. Can't get the steal. Ball, bad pass underneath. Credit came up with it. Arkansas's guards with the ball in their possession with 47-46. 45 seconds left in the overtime. 65-64. Arkansas by a point. ASU is almost to the point of having to foul. Here's Stephon Moore with a reverse jam with 34 seconds. And Stephon may have just put this one out of reach for Arkansas State.
Oh, beautiful play by Ron Urey. Took it in the paint and fed Stephon Moore, and he took it to the goal with one thing on his mind. Jam.
30 seconds left here at Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville, and what a turnaround we've seen. A game Arkansas State team came out, played their ball game, took a 21-point lead, and suddenly the toll began to show. I think it's fatigue, Steve. I think really this is where Arkansas has beaten some teams this year with the depth on their bench, even though Andrew Lang proved that he is not available. They tried him. He couldn't play. They didn't expect Ron Urey to be able to have the stamina after being ill all week with bronchitis. Look at that. Did you see that pass? Did you see that jam? Did it look like Ron Urey's having trouble staying on the floor? He has come to life here in this second half after missing at least 2 practices this week. But Arkansas State has been outmanned. We said earlier they like to play 7, perhaps 8 players. They've had 2 in foul trouble, have lost 2 to fouls. And it's very obvious that Arkansas' strategy now, take it to the big men, because the big guys for Arkansas State are out of the basketball game, except for Jonte, Gordon, Smith, both out of the basketball game, and they're just going right inside and taking it to the hoop, and they have a 3-point lead with 30 seconds left.
This is a credit to Nolan Richardson. He's had a lot of pressure, and one thing about Nolan Richardson coach teams, they can explode at any time, and they've done it with defense. He called on Whitby, hit a few big 3-pointers. He got Urey, he got time on the bench with Credit to rest. He came back fresh, and right now it's just all Razorbacks.
30 seconds left in the overtime. This Barnhill Arena will erupt. If Arkansas, well, it'll erupt anyway. Regardless of who wins this ball game, it will erupt because there are enough A-State fans close enough to the court to make that happen. But it's still, with 30 seconds left, Steve, this ball game is still far from being decided. But the momentum is in Arkansas's favor as it was at the end of regulation. Nothing has happened to change that. And as you pointed out earlier, Arkansas has the size advantage, and ASU has lost some of its experience advantage with Gordon and Smith on the sidelines. The senior from Memphis, Gordon, and the junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Smith. Wilson steps in and just almost takes the ball away from Weider as he tried to put the ball in bounds. He'll try it again. Now we've got something else detected. Did Arkansas State call timeout? Somebody says they did. Carl Archer is indicating that he called timeout. Now the official's going down to Nelson Catalina saying, did you call timeout? They say they didn't call timeout. Archer said he did. Archer will put the ball in play. Gets it into Weider. Arkansas State's back in the press with 24 seconds left. The 3-pointer can tie it. And are they going to go for it now? Nope. 17 seconds. A 3-pointer will probably put it back into a second overtime. 11 seconds. You see the clock on your screen. Tate, no good. Off the rim. 4 seconds. Ball out of bounds. Arkansas's ball with 3 seconds left, and the Razorbacks with a 67-64 lead.
Razorbacks with a great defensive job. Arkansas State did not want the 3-point attempt from John Tate. They would have liked it to either have been Goshen or Weider. Oh, you see the jubilation. Keith Wilson and Cannon Whitby. This has been an incredible comeback. As the foul is called on the inbounds pass on Steve Weider. with 1 second left on the clock.
Arkansas will go to the free throw line with 1 second left, and the celebration begins now. With a 3-point lead with 24 seconds left, you don't celebrate, you hope. Now the celebration has begun, and Cannon Whitby, who has helped trigger this Razorback comeback in the second half and the overtime, he scored 8 points, including 2 back-to-back three-pointers and 2 free throws. He misses this free throw. And so the horn sounds and the ball game is over as Weedover puts up the basket, the attempted shot at the end of the ball game that runs the clock out. This congratulations from a smiling Nelson Catalina, a great sport. Catalina comes all the way down the floor. He and Nolan Richardson exchange handshakes and a hug. A great hardball basketball game. The Razorbacks came from 21 points behind to win it in overtime, 67-64. We'll be back with some of the winning players, with the players from the Razorback team in just a moment as we see Nolan Richardson's wife, Rose, hugging him. Assistant Sports Information Director
Well, this
Bill
is just
Rogers.
a great moment when you think of all the bad luck Nolan Richardson has had, and somehow good things happen to good people, and Nolan Richardson pulls it out. The Razorbacks do 67-64. We're trying now to get a hold of Coach at 67-64. Razorbacks by 3.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with Coach Nolan Richardson. Final score here in overtime: Arkansas 67, Arkansas State 64. Saw your great comeback tonight, down by 21 points and came back to win in overtime. Great comeback. Congratulations.
I'm just very happy. We played a very good basketball team. I mean, a great basketball. Catalina does a tremendous job. He's got an excellent ball club. I thought both teams fought it to the end. I think this little guy right next to me, tonight's his birthday, and God, did he celebrate it great by coming out getting us back.
Cannon Whitby, congratulations. Boy, you came out on the floor. You fired those 2 straight three-pointers. You played great defense, and you were just one of the stars of this game.
Well, I don't know about that. I just come in and play my role. We pulled it out. I had a good night, so that's all I can ask for.
Outstanding, outstanding job. Here we go. Here's come in here, Mario. This is Mario credit. Mario, you kept them in the ball game as well, and it got to be pretty apparent at the end of the ball game when a couple of their big guys got out of the ball game. The strategy was going to be in the overtime, get it inside to Mario. They did, and you produced.
Yeah, that was strategy to get inside because I knew they couldn't hold me, and I knew I could score real easy on them. And I just want to thank the fellas for coming in and playing. They didn't give up. We was 20 down. They hung in there. We were patient. I'm just so glad we did it.
You guys only led. You led at the beginning of the game 2-0. You hit the first basket of the game. You didn't lead again. You trailed by 21. You didn't take the lead until the overtime.
Well, that was in the plan.
Is Ron here? Is Ron Hury? Ron's already. Okay, all right. Nolan, what do you think the next step is going to be? Of course, we have to wait for the NIT to make a decision. We've heard a couple of rumors. We've heard Nebraska. We've heard the winner of the Southern Mississippi. It is going to be Nebraska, we've heard. We're definitely going to Nebraska. Did you know that?
Nebraska play. We have to go to Nebraska?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be a tough ball game. They got an excellent ball club. I watched them play against my son's team over at Oklahoma State. They're very, very good, and particularly when you play them in Nebraska. It'll be a tough ball game for us, but you know, our young guys, we got to go, and we're just taking some experience and learning some things. Here I am standing next to 2 freshmen that were heroes of the ball game. I'm just proud of these guys.
Another one, Ron Hury, of course, came back and scored 12 points in the second half, if I'm not mistaken, in that run.
just a bunch of babies, and I love these babies. They're going to be big. They're going to get big one day.
The best thing about freshmen is they become sophomores, you once said.
That's right. And tonight, you know, we were playing real bad, and then finally our press began to work, and I thought the Catalina's kids began to get tired, and then that's when we were able to catch up, and then after that I thought if we could ever get in the overtime, we'd have a chance to win the ball game.
Well, it was a great comeback. Here's Ron Hury. Get here, Ron. Get here, Ron. Come on here. Here's, we're gonna, Ron, come on in here. They can't see you. They won't be able to see me now, but that doesn't matter. Ron Hury, you weren't supposed to play the full game tonight. You were supposed to be a sick guy, but you came back and you led this comeback along with Cannon and the rest of the guys, and what a comeback in the second half.
Yeah, I was supposed to not play tonight, and I just said to myself, hey, I had to play for Coach Richardson because he devoted his time for us, and we owe him something, so I just played tonight.
Is this a turning point? Could this be a turning point for this basketball team?
Well, we realize that we're young and we won a ball game against a good ball club. Arkansas State is a very good team, well coached. And, you know, we're young. We're very lucky to win the ball game. We're very happy about it. And I think that our kids will just get better each year and each game.
Go enjoy it. This crowd wants to enjoy you. I know you've got other obligations, but I want to thank you, Cannon. Great game. Mario, great game. Ron Hury and all the Razorbacks, and a well-coached game, Nolan Richardson. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, the Razorbacks now, we have it, will travel to Lincoln, Nebraska to take on Nebraska on Tuesday night, and we'll be with you on many of these same stations on Tuesday night as we follow the Razorbacks to Lincoln, Nebraska. For Steve Sullivan, who's lost in the crowd here somewhere, I'm Dave Woodman. Thanks for watching. Again, the final score in overtime, Arkansas 67, Arkansas State 64. Good night from Fayetteville, Arkansas.